have a wig crisis and this is the first day of trying to fix it. Hi, my name is Ksenia Slay, I'm a drag artist, and usually I try to be filming in drag, but today I'm overstimulated by hair, so out of drag it is. Me and my drag mom has realized that even with a stylist in a family, we have a wig problem. I currently have 2 wigs that I can wear, and the third one that I can wear but don't want to. To start off, I need to calculate all of the wigs that I do currently have in my house to create a plan on how to tackle them and how to have wearable wigs again. Sandy, why don't you have wearable wigs? Well, let me tell you. I started designing wigs as soon as I started drag, and this is my first wig I styled for my first show, promo. Cute, right? And here are some more examples of the wigs that I've done when I just started out. And the thing with learning a new skill, you advance quite fast at the beginning. So I kept just resetting them and doing new styles on them because I knew that I could do better now. So these are some of my recent works from the year of 2025. 4 of my favorite ones. But some of them need a reset. Some of them I've reset and didn't do anything with. And I ended 2025 with having only 2 wigs that I could wear. One of them was this black helmet style wig, which I have to have it like this for one of my performances where I'm inside of a fabric cocoon. So I cannot have like a puffy hair or anything, that I have this protective style here. It's not like helmet wig per se because there's still movement, but it's like half helmet, I guess. And I also had this braid wig at the end of 2025, but it's starting falling apart and it was embarrassing to wear, and I took all of the pins out, so now I cannot have excuse to wear it anymore. Okay, now I cannot wear it for real. It needs to be resetted. It was begging for a bath. And that was it. The only wig that I did restyle already this year, because I desperately needed it for a photo shoot and for hosting a show, is this one. I've just hosted a show in it last week, and I also did already a little photo shoot in it, and it's beautiful and nice, and it's really hard to work with because it doesn't have a lot of lace in front. I don't know why. I didn't buy it, I traded it, so the story of this wig remains a mystery. These are the only 2 wigs that I currently can wear. And this is the third wig that I can wear, but I don't want to because I'm not in my green era at the moment. Lovely wig, great, I would wear it if it wasn't green. And there is one wig that I loved in 2025, but it needs a reset, like, it needs it. It is this pink spiky one. I love performing high energy performances in it because it's still flowy, but it's not so puffy that it needs a lot of resets. But the spikes are dead. And I'm procrastinating on resetting it because when I wash it, all of the like placements of the spikes would be gone. But it just needs to be dealt with so I could wear it again. And I don't see any like other ways to style it because having more spikes is not really what I'm going for, or like a mullet situation. I just want my 4 spikes back. And another wig that I was really proud of last year is this one. It currently looks like this. The horns are magnetic. That was a brilliant idea of my drag mom to make them interchangeable so I could also potentially have them in different colors. Why did I reset it? Because I hated being called chaperone all the time. I love her, but I hate being compared to people who I took 0 inspiration from, so I resetted that wig and never came up with a new plan. So for my wigs, the game plan right now is to reset the braid wigs and do the like 2 bigger braids out of the 4 smaller ones that I have right now, and to reset the pink one. Forgot to mention, I also have this dark green wig that has not been styled at all. I'm just not in a green mood once again, so I'm not doing anything about that one for me either. So grand total, I have 3 wearable wigs now, one of which I hate. I have 2 wigs that I know what to do with, 1 wig that I don't know what to do with, and 1 wig that I don't want to do anything with. So in total, I have 4 wigs to work on for myself. Now the fun part, the wigs for my drag mom. It's gonna be a long list. 2 of her wigs are actually my wigs that I need to like repurpose. Number 1 is this one. I wore it a million times last year. I really loved this style, but I wanted to give it a freshen up and I didn't properly pin it to my wig head, so I ripped the lace. And I know how to fix it, but the best restyle would be something with bangs, and I don't want something with bangs, so this would be a wig for her. I'm not even gonna write down the names of the wigs, I'm just gonna put dashes here because there's too many of them. And new and a reset. Then I have this very similar color wig for her that I styled for one of the shows, but she wanted the style only for like one-time wear. So it also needs to be reset, and I actually don't know what we're doing with it, but it just needs like a slicking so it's ready for when we have an idea for it. They're also like quite similar in color. They're like, you know, dark roots and blonder hair, so I was thinking about maybe mixing them, but that's a question for a different time. So this one we also have, right? Then I have this wig for her, which I recently reset it, so now you could brush through it. And I originally styled it, and the bang was a little bit too long, so I need to cut down the bang on it. So that was gonna be quite fast. And I have a wig in a different color, which I got for myself, but then I decided not to have this color, and I'm gonna do a similar style. So these are the 2 wigs for her that I do have a plan for, and I know what I'm doing. Then we have this blonde wig, which I borrowed from her a really long time ago because I didn't want to buy any blonde wigs, and now majority of my wigs blonde, and it's also just need a little untangle because this wig is quite old, and I think when they manufactured it, the synthetic hair was just like more tangly than it is now. So we have that one, which just needs like a little reset. We also don't need any crazy plan for it. Then we have another blonde wig, which was lost for half a year, but now it has been found. I'm not gonna show it, it's blonde, that's all you need to know. We don't have a plan for it, and it needs a reset. It needs a big reset. Then we have black wig with white additional hair to it. Some of my wigs also have like additional hair in it, but that's besides the point. That one we don't have a plan for it, and it needs a restyle, so also the no plan wig. And we have this brown one that I thought I reset, but it's still quite tangly, so maybe I reset it and then tangled it again and forgot about it. Also needs a reset, don't have a plan for. So for me, there are 4 wigs to work on. For her, there's 3 wigs to work on that we have a plan for, 1 wig to work on that we have a plan for, but it's too difficult, and 5 wigs to work on that we don't have a plan for. It's 9 wigs just for one person, and then 4 wigs for the other one. I have 13 unfinished projects just in wigs. That is terrifying. So my plan with the wigs right now actually would be to bulk do the same action on them. So don't take like 1 wig at a time and do everything on it, but first take every wig and take all of the pins out of it, then take every wig that needs a base and do the base with all of them, and then put them one at a time and steam all of them while listening to a podcast, and then all of them would be like ready to styling. And then when I have an idea or like a deadline for a new wig, then I could do the styling on them. When am I gonna do that? No idea, but at least now I know the situation of what we're working with, because until today I was convinced I have 7 wigs total in my house, but it is 9 plus 4 wigs to work on and the 3 ready ones. So it's 16 wigs. That is crazy.